Hi people, welcome to Kat's Intuition and welcome to your pick a card reading. I will be laying down two separate doorways for you to pick from. Just go with what your gut instinct points out to you first. I will put the timestamps below for each door so you can find them quickly. Okay, pile number one, this is your doorway. Pile number two, this is your doorway. Take a moment and pick whichever doorway you are drawn to. Then you can go into the description box below and find your timestamp. If you would like to know the message behind each of these doors, door number one, it says, abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. Offerings is our main keyword there. Doorway number two, secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. All right, doorway number one. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. Okay, that one most definitely wants to come out. The Magician, Two of Wands, the Empress, the Fool, the Devil, and King of Wands. Okay, so right off the bat, we have really big energy here. Really big energy. And this is all pointing to there being some kind of situation in your life that could be weighing really heavily on you right now. It's a situation that ultimately, in the end, it's not going to get the better of you. And actually, it's almost as though you need some tough love in this situation. It seems as though you know the different steps that are needed to be taken, but you just can't pinpoint which way you want to go. You are ready to make the move that needs to be made. You're ready to watch this choice take off, right? You're like, okay, if I do this, then it's going to go down this way. And if I choose, option B, it's going to go down this way. So it's like you have planned it to an extent, or you've thought it through to an extent, but there's something here that is overwhelming you, and it's almost as though you're intimidated or you're scared, or you're allowing something or someone to hold you back. It's holding you back from that next stage or that next phase in your life, or holding you back from that decision that you need to make in your life. And you're ready. It just, what I'm getting is that you're ready. Like I said, you've thought about, well, if I go this way, this will happen, and if I choose this, this will happen, and you're ready, but it's as though you need some time to clear things away. So if you are right in the midst of things, just maybe take just a little step back, reanalyze everything and look at everything and see what is the negativity that is surrounding this situation. Is it someone? Is it something? Is it a bad habit? Are you prone to procrastination, and therefore that is what's holding this project back from coming into its full beauty? Is it what's holding you back from making that final decision and really gaining power over everything that you see in front of you? Because it really does show that you have the opportunity to come into full power. Here with the Magician, that's why I'm saying you have the power. There's just something there that is holding you back. Something is really hindering you from coming into your full potential and really nurturing this situation, this project, this venture, whatever it may be. There's something holding you back. And I do believe, pile number one or door number one, that you know what I'm talking about. I really feel that you know, yep, This has been holding me back for a while, and I just can't seem to shake it. It's like it's just lingering over you. And perhaps for a while now you've been meaning to make the changes that needs to be changed or get this out of your life, but you just haven't taken the time to do it because it's a difficult thing, right? So if anything is difficult, we're not going to take that path right away. We're going to take the easier path and get through that first. But it looks like there is no longer the opportunity for you to take that easier path. You have to be this King of Wands. You have to decide, you know what? I'm taking my power back. I am going to nurture this project into fruition. I am going to allow myself the kindness and the patience that is needed to make the decision that I need and go out and conquer what is mine, right? To gain the clarity that I need to take that step. And I'm no longer going to be afraid because of whatever this is. You're going to sit back with the qualities of the King of Wands. You're going to think about all the things that you want to do and all the things that you have been putting on the back burner, and you're going to say no more, and you're going to step up and you're going to do the things. You're going to do what it is that this devil moment, this devil situation or person has been hindering you from doing. I'm going to pull some oracle for you so that we can look deeper into this situation and see if we can get some more clarity for you. See what advice the cards have for you moving forward in this situation. All right. So we have delivering news or collaboration. And we have lack of empathy, confrontation. Right, so this very well could be this devil situation that is holding you back, could very well be someone that you are having to work with in some way, shape, or form. And they could be a very selfish person. They could be thinking about themselves. And maybe you've come to a point in your project or whatever the situation is, okay, and it's come time that you have to speak to this other person or you have to iron out something. And when it comes to that, that is not an easy feat for you at all. They don't care what you have to say. Perhaps this person thinks that they are always right and therefore they don't need your advice. They don't need any of your 2 cents, right? They just want to do it the way they see fit, and if that is hindering you, they do not care. Just as this card says here, the lack of empathy. They don't care. It's pretty much, this is how I feel about this situation. It's too bad that you don't agree with this situation, so you, therefore you, not them, you have to deal with it, and you have to maneuver your way around their liking. They're stopping you. And remember I talked about hindering, and look at how this hand here is like, no, we're not doing that. They're always ready to just be a problem, it seems. It seems like they're always on edge. This person could always be, like I said, on edge and prickly, like just I'm not thinking of the word, defensive, right? They just always seem very defensive for like no reason. There's just no reason why you shouldn't be able to speak to them about the simplest of situations, and yet you're not able to. They have that I don't give a damn type of attitude, and it's really sad, and you can really tell how much it's holding you back. So in looking at this in advice terms, it's almost as though you're going to have to fight fire with fire. And I'm not saying that in the way of, oh, 2 wrongs make a right, go fight with this person. No, not at all. But you are going to have to, it ties in with when I said you're going to have to pull in the attributes of our King of Wands here. And you're going to have to say, you know what, this isn't good for anybody. And unfortunately, it looks like there is going to be a bit of confrontation as you work through this, but it seems like, as I said, at this point, it's unavoidable because this is the stage that you're at. So in order to move forward, this has to happen. And you've been avoiding it because this is going to be a very touchy topic, but as bad as you feel now at the thought of having to go through this, your feeling that you're going to get after this is done is going to be one of such relief. You're going to be like, oh, I'm so glad that that is over with. I'm glad I did it and I can move forward. Okay. All right, so we have specters, discernment, critical thinking, insight. So yes, this goes hand in hand also with, remember when I said that perhaps you need to take a step back and really look at things, because you already know and you sort of have, I guess you could say, the upper hand, because you are the self-aware one and you are seeing that you already know that there's going to be problems, right? Talking to this person or trying to get through whatever the situation is right now at your current stage. You already know that there's going to be confrontation. So therefore you can take a step back, as I said earlier, to take a step back and really look at the full picture, pull in that critical thinking, and don't rush into anything. Pull in that insight. You already know that there's going to be difficulties, so you need to go in with a clear mind. You need to perhaps have someone there as a buffer. I'm getting that perhaps you need a middleman, not so much that's going to interfere with the conversation that needs to take place or with the actions that need to take place, but someone there to sort of keep this other person or this devil situation right in check. Because if it's just you against them, it's like they won't hold back because they don't care. They don't care what you have to say. So, but perhaps if you have someone there, it'll force that other person to perhaps calm themselves down or to at least play nice in this difficult situation. And that will definitely help. Okay. So you have waterproof and insight. And wow, look at that. We have two. This card over here was talking about insight down here at the bottom. And here we have insight as well. You are going to have to, it's a lot easier said than done, but the cards are looking out for you. Here the crows would like to tell you that you're going to have to let their hatefulness and their ugliness roll right off. You're just going to have to dust your shoulders off. Just let them be their ugly self and do not allow that to bring you down anymore. So it may be easier said than done, but you're definitely going to have to get to a point to where, even though you have not wanted to get into this confrontation or this fight or this whatever, this misunderstanding, well, it's not really a misunderstanding. It's definitely just a confrontation. You don't want to get into it with this person, but you are going to have to come to the point to where it's just, you know what? It's going to happen. I know that things are going to be touchy, but I'm just going to have to let this roll right off of me. And the insight, it popping up so much for you, both in tarot and oracle, it's almost like you need to get all your facts straight. You need to have everything laid out, because it seems like the way this person is going to come at you, or they're not going to want to let you speak. So therefore, whenever you do speak, you need to have all your facts and only fight factual, or only communicate in a very factual way, right? Don't add in any fluff. I have a feeling that this person is going to do enough of that nonsense fluff that really gets them nowhere. But it seems like perhaps that's the way that they like to argue. All right, just one more card here before we close out your reading. Okay. So your advice as you move forward on this is to really, really, really stay in check as you argue with this person, or as you, I don't like to keep using the word argue, as you move through this situation with this person. It does seem like there could be some underlying ugliness that is going to come through. So the cards are really wanting you to be 100% prepared. This is not going to be a confrontation that you should just walk into lightly, or just walk in knowing, yeah, there's going to be a confrontation, whatever. No, you really, really need to have, what is that, all your ducks in a row, because there could be something. I'm not sure what, but I just get the feeling like the cards just want you to be really prepared. Just be prepared that there could be some more ugliness that's brewing that is brought up or brought to light. And if you have all of your documents or all of your facts, as I said, in check, you will be ready for what they may throw at you to get you off, to catch you off guard, or to throw you off of the main situation or issue. All right, so doorway or pile number 1, good luck maneuvering through this situation. Just know that you do have the power to get through this. It may not seem easy at first, but whatever this confrontation is for you, you got to push through it, stay strong, keep going. Nothing but love. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. Okay. Okay, the cards are very anxious to talk. Very anxious, pile number 2. All right, so we have glare. That's what we have. Okay, so we have death, 10 of cups, 9 of wands, 8 of swords, 9 of cups, and the knight of swords. All right, so doorway number 2, I can see that right away. You are going through, or will be going through, if you are not in this right now, it is to come very, very soon. There seems to be some kind of transition going on to where you're coming out of a bad situation, some bad circumstances that have just tried you over and over and over, and they have really been draining your happiness. But something in you has shifted, and you're going to be coming out of that hard time, and you're going to be easing in to much happier times. The cards would like to say to not hold yourself back. Do not, for some reason it may be that you are holding yourself back. There's something, this sounds really funny, but it sounds like you're holding yourself back from happiness, which the reason I say that sounds funny is like, because our first thought would be, well, why would I hold myself back from happiness? Of course I want to be happy. I'm not holding myself back. But pile number 2, it really does seem as though in some way you are getting in your own way. There's got to be a time where, even though you may have been going through really tough times or tough circumstances, there has to come a time where we put our foot down and we say, I'm not staying in this situation anymore. I'm done with the fighting. I'm done with having to stay so strong, and I'm done taking everybody's nonsense, right? To put it lightly, you're done. You're done. Not that you're done in a way that you're giving up. You're done in a healthy way, that you're setting boundaries for yourself so that you can begin looking at your future. This doesn't seem like a small moment at all. This seems like a big, broad moment, okay, where you're looking at not just tomorrow, but you are beginning to look at your future in a grand scope, in the grand picture of things, okay? But, always that but, right? But even though you are contemplating these things, thinking things through, there's still some kind of reluctance from you there. And it could be that you're so used to things going wrong that whenever things start to go right, it's almost like you don't know how to accept it. You cannot fully relax because your mind is telling you, no, this can't be real. Things are going too good, and soon it's going to hit the fan, right? The other shoe's going to drop. Something's going to go wrong. I know that this isn't right. Therefore, I cannot pull in and be fully satisfied. You are making it to where, and I'm not putting blame on you. So I want to choose my words carefully, because it is in me saying that you are not allowing yourself to be fully satisfied. I am not saying that you are to blame for it. I am just saying that it's your mindset. And because you've gone through what you have gone through, it has made it so hard for you to fully accept happiness, for you to fully let your guard down and say, the bad time is over, let me enjoy. Because even if there are hard times coming, or even if something is going to go wrong, you should be allowed to at least enjoy whatever good time that you're in at the moment. Meaning, kind of like, we cannot control what happens tomorrow to an extent, right? If you are doing everything that you should and you are just living your life, you can't predict what tomorrow is going to bring. And so you cannot allow it to consume your thoughts to where, even though today is a good day for you, you're not allowing yourself to enjoy today because you're too busy thinking about tomorrow. It's consuming your thoughts, and it's just playing around and around and around in your mind, and you're anxious. You have that anxiety there that just will not let you be at peace. So the cards would like to say, get out of your own way when it comes to that and allow that happiness to come in, even if it's only for one day. Start working towards allowing yourself to accept that peace. Be happy for that week, for that day, for that hour, whatever it is, right? Do not bring yourself down because others have already done that to you, life or situations. It's already taken such a wear on you. It has wore on you too long. It has brought you down too long, and it's time for you to just get away. Feel that happiness. Stop it from consuming your thoughts. Let's pull in some oracle for you now, pile number 2. Okay, so we have, that is perfect. We have the Thief, seizing the moment. The other would be selfishness. We have seizing the moment and selfishness. You are not being selfish in allowing yourself to feel peace, to set up boundaries, to step away from whatever the toxic situations are that have been circling you. And it just feels like you could feel very unorganized right now. You feel like nothing is in place. But for the time being, you just have to be happy. Even if you're working towards putting everything back into place, you have to allow yourself the moment to be happy. Do not allow these other people over here to rob you of your happiness as you're working through this. And it does seem like you're going to have a lot of self-care in a way. Self-care in the way that I was saying. You are working on yourself in terms of allowing yourself to feel peace. Here we have the Spy Master with knowledge and distrust. The thing here is that you have the bird's eye view of whom you cannot trust and who you can. You already have that knowledge. So remember when I said you can distance yourself from all of that negativity, you have that knowledge now, and you know who you can trust or whom you should not trust. So it is time to make that transition and make that move and pull away from those whom you know are just not good for you. And in doing that, that is a form of self-love, of self-care, because you're putting your foot down and you are deciding to choose you and not allow these people to steal you of your happiness, of your peace of mind, your well-being, all of that. You're putting your foot down and you are saying, no more. I'm choosing me. Okay, you have, beloved, love, reciprocity, intertwinement. Okay, so this could be pointing to this person or these people or this situation was once someone that you were able to trust, and because of their actions they took advantage of your trust, and they were selfish, and they did not return the level or the amount of love and loyalty and trust that you gave to them. They didn't return that, and they stole from you all of that. They took and took and took and took, and it was not this equal give and take. It was too much give on your side and not enough receiving. And so yeah, it has definitely just taken a huge toll on you, and it just cannot go on like this anymore. And it shows that you are finally waking up to the situation and gaining that power to, as I said, put your foot down. And once you do, you're going to come into this newfound happiness and peace, and you're going to wish that you had done this sooner. Okay, we have routine. That's really perfect too. Another thing that could be making it hard for you to walk away is that it almost seems like because this was someone that you trusted or a situation that you trusted, it was in your routine, right? Perhaps you see this person often or they make it a point to see you, so it could make it a little bit difficult to walk away or to start distancing yourself. But remember, one thing at a time, and things will begin to fall into place for you. You're going to have to, it goes along with transitioning, right? This whole way of thinking and this way of being and distancing yourself from these people. You're going to have to implement this new routine. And sometimes we're intertwined and we are connected to not so much the person, but the routine, to the familiarity. We get used to that. Oh gosh, when something happens, I always call this person, or I always do this. It's not that that person is so special. It's just that that has been embedded in your routine. So start changing up your routine, changing the way you are doing things, and it will definitely help, as I said, one thing at a time, moving forward, to get away from this, to distance yourself, because this is also very mental for you, very mental, very emotional, and you're going to have to start not just transitioning the way you physically do things, going to a different store, taking a new route, whatever this looks like for you. You're also going to have to change up the way you think and not allow it to consume you anymore. It's easier said than done, I know, but one thing at a time, one change at a time. You will get there. You will get there, and you will feel so much better. And you'll find that love for yourself. As cheesy as that sounds, you will find that love for yourself again that's going to make you feel more empowered. And then you're going to get used to that feeling, and to where it's going to be like, wow, why did I stay in that situation for as long as I did? I could have had this great feeling the whole time. One more oracle card here for you, pile number 2, before we close out your reading. Ooh, okay, yes. Okay, wow. They are going to, first of all, whatever the situation, whatever this person is, they are not going to like them once they start noticing that you are making changes, right? Once they see that, whoa, wait a minute, this person, being you, is moving away from me. They are changing up the way they do things. What is going on? They are not going to like it. So at first, they may alter the way they do things because they're like, no, hold on. They're going to feel like they need to get their power back. They need to pull you back in. So they may put on this mask to where it's like, oh, look, I'm different now. And they may not even bring up specifics, right? Because that would be admitting that they did you wrong or whatever, right? But you are going to notice a shift, and at your first thought may be, oh, well, maybe I don't have to continue distancing. Maybe I don't have to continue on with these changes that I need to make. No, you do, because they're putting up that mask. They're hiding their true intentions. They are wanting to hold on to you. Ooh, see, yes, this intertwinement over here that I was talking about. They don't want to let go. They don't want to cut that thread. They want to hold on to what they've been doing and the connection that they have. They don't want to let you go. They don't want to see you fly off. And they're going to put up that mask. But you know. You have that knowledge. You know who they are underneath this mask. So, do not allow pretty words or false promises, anything like that. Do not allow that to get in the way of your beautiful transition out of this situation. Okay? Don't allow them to take your power any longer. Good luck maneuvering through this. Stay strong. Nothing but love. Bye. All right, thank you so much to everyone who joined me in this pick a card reading. I want to send out a final message to all of you from both piles. Remember to keep your head up and stay strong. Nothing but love. Bye.